self-care is powerful, but self-care with purpose can change lives. And one way you can change a life is through mentorship. So we've got Angelica back with us to get our January 2026 started. It's National Mentoring Month, and you're going to talk about the benefits for both the mentee and then the person also mentoring, because sometimes you're like, oh, it's just one more thing to do. Why would you encourage somebody, especially if they've got expertise in a field or a lot of life, history knowledge, to give back to somebody that's maybe a little younger than them?
Well, at times, mentorship gives that benefit of being able to pass on that good information, being able to give people not only what you've learned, but saving them from those mistakes that are so avoidable. So mentorship builds that confidence for the mentee and the mentor. So it's self-care in itself.
Because I think we think about self-care, we're like, okay, well, is that going to get a pedicure, or is that going to get a walk, or whatever? But this can be a form of self-care. Absolutely.
This is not extra work. This is a way to just reinforce the things that you learn and keep you grounded to what's going on in your industry or even in your community.
Do you find, having been a mentor, you're in the finance business, like what is that like for you now on the other side, helping maybe the young, financial advisors and people trying to make a name for themselves in the world?
Well, actually, it's very gratifying. I just posted on LinkedIn recently, one of my mentees who's now at Fidelity just broke a historical record of being the first diverse woman at that role in her area. So to see them just blossom into these grown, successful people, you almost feel like you had children that grew up and you're kind of proud of the work. It's very exciting, and you see the domino effect never end.
So with women, I know sometimes, you mentor, but then there's, and I don't want to use the word competition, but sometimes you're like, oh gosh, what if this younger person then ends up taking my role someday?
Oh, please.
How do you approach that, and what do you say to somebody?
Come take the role, because I want to go and hang out at a beach at some point.
Someday.
At some point, I want to be able to rest, right, people? So at the end of the day, when we're seeing these mentees coming, and also advise your mentee to be someone else's mentor. So create that domino effect where you teach them to do that, but I think replacement is one of the best compliments.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh my goodness, this younger person who's cheaper is going to come in and take my job.
No, absolutely. I think in the mindset of abundance, not scarcity. So there's always more business to have. As long as more people are having babies, we're still going to have more people to take care of.
And it fuels your growth. Like, have you found that when you mentor somebody, and do you think for other people watching in different professions, whether it's finance or whatever, that it helps you to maybe get that passion back or that fueling back?
I think it revs me up. I mean, you see, I came in with my mentee, mentor, both shoes on to make sure we are present to each other. There's always that benefit of seeing it from a different perspective. There's a benefit of being able to accelerate and manage my time better, but more importantly, you want to be of impact in the world, and I think that gives you a chance to do that. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time. It could be one call, one check-in, or quarterly check-ins, or annual check-ins. You just want to be that person someone can lean on and be that person for somebody else.
I think, you think of another responsibility, especially you're a working mom. You're like, what else do I have to, I don't have time. So it's not like, I have to check in with them every couple of days or every week or whatnot.
Take it light, and even if you don't title it mentorship, you are generally mentoring someone, because someone's always looking at you for an example. Your children, your family, your friends, even people who may not know you. The audience that's watching us today look at you as a mentor in some way. You never know. So lean into the ability to be able to give back. That's all it's about. Giving back also blesses you.
And then how do you go about finding like that right person to mentor, or to, be the, if you're younger and watching us, to find like your person, to find the Angelica in the finance world or the medical world or whatever?
Well, the key thing is see something that you like that someone else is doing. Sometimes you can have mentorship for different characteristics you want to develop in yourself. So find that thing that you like. One conversation, one check-in can help you kind of say, hey, you know what? You've managed to be able to be a mom and also work. I'm trying to be a mom now that I'm married. Let me learn from you. Or it could be something as, how do you keep so stylish? Ask any particular thing that you're liking in someone else, and that's where you'll get that mentorship coach. Because guess what? Everyone wants to give back, generally speaking, so take advantage of it.
So how do you stay stylish?
Oh, good point. So first of all, I keep my shoes on point. That's part of my brand, and that blazer look. I actually go to either J. Crew, I go to Express, or even secondhand Poshmark. I've been learning about the world and keeping a smaller footprint, so I'm reusing some things that are in still good condition.
And looking good. Well, Angelica, Happy New Year. Happy National Mentor Month.
Thank you.
Certainly important for women and men, everybody, to have people that you can rely on and ask questions to, especially when you're in your 20s and 30s and kind of starting off in your career and whatever it may happen in life.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure you're a great mentor to all those ladies out there in the finance world.
I'm here to help.
And if you want to be her mentor, reach out to her.
Please.
We'll see. Fingers crossed. We'll be right back.